moving on to 48. Here, Michael, we bring back then this issue of population size. So with a very large, beyond imagining population size today, this would indicate that a very late onset of a plateau as being forced by, as much by anything by the population size. Have I got this correct?
You have this exactly correctly, Rob. The beauty of having a large population size is that it makes natural selection generally more effective. The bad thing about it, from our standpoint, is it will push the cessation of aging to later ages. There's an interesting footnote that I actually perhaps did not bring out adequately in this statement. This would mean agricultural populations living an agricultural lifestyle. So what this actually means is this effect may to some extent be diet and lifestyle dependent. Mm. So while this is true of us leading an organic agricultural lifestyle, it might not in fact be true of us leading our ancestral lifestyle. That's an interesting possibility I didn't fully articulate in this thesis.
So we're not by the fact that we live in a world of nearly 7 billion people, that may not doom us to being able to find an earlier plateau. It may be that still room that if we do change our diet and the circumstances of our living, we may have a chance of doing that. Are you holding that hope open then?
Yes. In fact, we have experimental data in my laboratory with fruit flies, which shows the extent to which there is the residual retention of the aging pattern on a long ancestral diet that these particular experimental flies hadn't been exposed to for hundreds of generations. That when you then take them back to their ancestral diet, there is something left of their ancestral pattern. So in a crude way, it's, the people who would be great, receive the greatest benefit from what we're talking about now would be pure Inuit. Mm. But to some extent, we may still have some residual pure Inuit in us. And I'll just point out a personal irony is that you and I both have significant Celtic ancestry.
Yes.
And the Celts actually were the Inuit of Europe.
Yes.
The Northern Celts, because they were among the last to adopt agriculture.
Yes.
So you and I may be more hunter-gatherer genomically than people who have, for example, Iranian ancestry, who've been agricultural for much longer.
Much longer. That's my hope.